Hello, friends. Hello, and welcome into this show. Thank you so much for joining me here as we are going to be talking about the themes for the rest of the year, the energy themes for June to December between now and the end of the year. What you might want to do, I've got my handy dandy notebook. It's where I write down all of the monthly energy themes, all the goals. It's where we work on Motivational Mondays over on Patreon. So, the handwriting holds very, very much. I don't know. I cannot talk today. You would think. I just had my birthday yesterday, and Gemini's my sun sign, and Mercury's my ruler. You would think my words would be really great right now, but they're all like a little discombobulated, so just bear with me. There's some ascension upgrades going on in the throat, and it's just very interesting. But anyway, you may want to get yourself something to write on. The written word, the power of your handwriting when doing magical work is really much more powerful, even more so than when you type it down somewhere. I see a storm coming off to the distance. I don't think I have any. I have to think, do I have open windows? Because the rain can really just suddenly sneak up. We're supposed to have really major winds again today. I wanted to go bike riding on the Brompton. The Brompton is ready to go. But alas, here we are. I've got home is where the dog is. Cup. I've got our colored pencils. I should bring these down. These are just some little pencils, in our unicorn cup that I'm going to use to. I've got pencils all over the place. Maybe I'll leave the unicorn cup here. I've got more. These are always. This is all kind of around in my place. I'm not going to light anything just yet. But I want to, before I go any further, wrap us all in love light and light love. Inviting in the guides, that overlight TLC for the soul, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, the Pleiadians, our star family, helping me to focus on how we want to map these energies out. Rather than just doing a card reading, I thought it would be fun to, very similar to how we do this on Patreon, we draw the cards and then we take some time to write down goals and wishes and things. We take some time to look at the energies of the time ahead. And then we do like a blessing. So that's maybe what we'll do here. We'll do like a visualization and ask the guides to come in and help bless our wishes and desires. So it feels like the energy is opening up in such a way that I think in the past, when we've all worked together, if you've been here a while, and I know some of you have been here like a really long time, and I thank you so much for always coming back to see me. To see us. It's not just me, it's me and the guides and the energies that are here. And if you're new here, welcome in, settle in, see if you like our tribe or whatever. We're very high vibe here. We don't have, but we're not perfect. Okay, so let me just do a little diatribe here, but we're not perfect, all right? I think there's this thing like, oh, if you're really high vibe, that you don't have any worries, you don't have any fears. And I think that's something that we continue to work on, all right? So just because we're way showers, we're bringers of the light, just because we're spiritual leaders, we're teachers and all that, doesn't mean there's not lessons that we're still not learning. There's not lessons we're still learning. See, I'm telling you, there we go, the words again. There's lessons we're still learning, all right? Everybody. I say that because I posted a short this morning about some fears coming up because of the new moon, and I don't know who this person is. Random people just run around on the keyboards and post random stuff all over the place because I don't have anything better to do. But this person said, I don't have any fear at all. I don't fear anything. And I was like, I just sat there and said, well, first of all, I just took the comment away. I'm like, that's totally dumb. That's not true at all. And I'm like, give me a minute. I just was like, give me a minute and I will tap into where your fears are and show you. But I was like, no, we don't do that, right? We're always in our integrity. But I was like, that's totally inane comment. There's nobody out there I don't believe there's anybody, unless you're a very, very evolved being who has absolutely no fear of anything. There's got to be something. And that's what we're working on, though. We're working on our confidence. We're working on greater levels of trust and acceptance that source really is our source. Creator is the source of all of our stuff. And sometimes, you know, not falling into like these 3D things, these 3D things. So, excuse me, and I'm going to have, with all of this, there's like some weird little coughs going on, and who knows, my throat's a little scratchy, but. So, and the new moons and the full moons and some of these bigger portals do tend to bring up these things within us to be healed, to be do some self-reflection, to take a look at. I'm working with one right now. I thought I had, quote unquote, beaten this fear way back to end of third quarter, fourth quarter of last year. I was like, man, I felt I had some really weird situation come up, and I was really strong in that situation. I like could have gone to pieces and like totally freaked out. It lasted like 3 months, but I was like perfectly fine. And now this little trigger came up last week, and I'm like, it's just thrown me for a loop. It really has. And so Spirit's like, all of us are learning to go into deeper levels of trust and acceptance about what's going on in your life, what's going on the planet, you know, yada, yada, yada. So you may continue to see, they're saying like, don't beat yourself up. You may continue to see niggling fears, the same fears, because the thing is, if the lesson is not, if the lesson's completely learned, the triggers no longer show up. But if you're still learning lessons, you will continue to get triggers until the lesson is learned. And in terms of being anxious about something going wrong in your life, or finances is a really big one right now for everybody. We're going to do a whole separate show on that. Having confidence that God is creator, whatever word you with the universe, spirit is your source, is a big one right now. And so we're continuing to get these triggers over money matters. Just seems to be a really big one until we learn the lesson that as bringers of the light, we do have an extra layer of protection around us to ensure that, you know, we complete the missions we've come here to complete on the planet. And this is not, I guess this is maybe a major theme for this next 6 months. Is, oh, they're saying not the next 6 months, between now and Lionsgate. Okay, so what are you going to give me? What have we got? 6 months. They're giving me 3 key themes. Well, thanks. Okay, 3 key themes. So from now until Lionsgate, Lionsgate to the autumn equinox, and the autumn equinox to the winter solstice, or the end of the year. All right, so let's just jot those down. So it sounds like, I'm going to start a new page. So you may want to do the same thing. You want to get your pencils, your pens, whatever. And I'm going to put 2024, just whatever. I mean, what you write. Second half energy themes. And let's see, I just like to play with colors. So they're telling us it's from now, which is June, the 6/6 portal. Okay, from the 6/6 portal to the 8/8. From Lionsgate to the equinox, autumn or spring, wherever you're at, the equinox. That's the September equinox. So we're talking about 9, like 21 or 22. And then from the equinox to the end of the year. End of 2024. Sometimes I look at what colors I just randomly pick up. Well, nothing's random, right? I just intuitively pick them up. But For the June one, we got like a red, yeah, we got like an orangey red color. So, and we're already talking about these niggling fears and stuff. So I think we're working a lot in the root chakra. So I'm going to put down root chakra. And look, I just picked up another red. I'm just letting this flow here. All right, from the Lion's Gate to the September Equinox, we've got a purple color. It's working a lot with trust in the opening up the crown chakra, the crown chakra. And then for the equinox to the end of 2024, I've got this like blue, they're saying that's supposed to be the third eye. And I'm going to say throat to third eye. Uh-oh, here comes the storm. It's supposed to be like 35-mile-an-hour winds. Oh, fraggles. And my trash guy hasn't come by, and my trash can is out there. I put it out in the middle. Last night, I put it up against the garage, and in the morning, I go and move it further down. And sure enough, there was like some little rainstorm, and that whole trash can, it was full, had like just blown all the way halfway across the. Oh, it was way off, not even where I put it. And I was like, nobody noticed that? Like, my son's up really late. I'm like, did you not hear that happening? All right, teenagers. Okay. So we've already started talking about June 6th to the 8/8. They're like, just focus on this show for now, because I'm like, we're going to come in and do something else about something else. All right, so we're working with the root chakra. So let's just get some cards out. This June 6th to 8/8, this is what I typically call on TLC for the Soul, the road to Lion's Gate. Sometimes we start it earlier. Sometimes we start it, now, let's see. I had a bunch of decks. Did I not bring any of them over here? Oh, yeah, I know I did. They're all right here. All right, so I'm noticing that this Lemurian Star Child deck is really good for looking out at the coming energies. So it's a big old deck. Let's see. So let's talk about, friends. Let's just see who else is here right now, because I feel like there's other guides coming in. Yeah, there's our Earth Council members, and I'm going to do a whole, well, you told me not to focus on that, but there is going to be a whole other show about the Earth Council update, but they're saying some of the stuff that they did tell me, because I'm going to do these shows they're having me do things in like pockets of 3. So there's going to be this show, there's going to be the Earth Council update, and there's going to be something about the Venus star point, and financial markets and stuff. I don't know what that's all about yet. I'm not there yet, but the Earth Council members are coming in. So in addition to Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, we have, golly, I already forgot who's all part of that. I'll have to go back and look. But it's some of our star family. It's some additional archangels. Chamuel, Merlin is part of that. Yeshua and Mother Mary, and maybe Mary Magdalene is in there. Yeah. Okay, they're just kind of sitting here like an elder council. Elder council also came up. All right, let's just focus here. All right, June to 8/8. Oh, we got dolphins. Card number 9. So here's what I think is happening here. We're being taken through these portals and stargates all the time, really. But this Venus one is really important this year, as is the 6 and the summer solstice, the solstice coming up in a couple of weeks. All of these energies coming in, this influx of light codes and so forth, is all helping us, like we said, to go into greater levels of trust in the divine. But in order to get there, you have to reach a certain level of acceptance of where you're at. And you have to make a choice. This came out in the daily reading today, which is probably why they had me talk about it earlier. You have to choose like faith over fear, or joy over anxiety, or something. And it's like, it's so strange, because why, Spirit, is this coming back up again? Okay, they're saying the lesson is deeper this time. So I referenced the third to last quarter of last year, and something weird coming up in the my little financial triggers, and I was like perfectly fine then. I don't know. It just felt like I was in such a deep level of trust and acceptance of the situation. There was nothing I could do to change it. It was completely out of my control, and I just breezed through that one. I remember that. I was just like, oh, well, you know, whatever. So now Spirit says we've upped the game. So whatever your trigger is, it may not be finances, but I think for many of you it is, because I know you've reached out to me, you know, through messages and comments, and you've said like, oh yeah, that's a big one still. You know, I'm still trying to get to that level of conscious creation and higher consciousness. Now, this doesn't mean that you're thinking like, you know, money just falls at my feet and I don't have to do anything to go about obtaining it. I mean, there's obviously action steps and all that, but you're very guided through that. But there's these things coming up on our path now that are situations that are outside of our control, and they are intricately woven through the root chakra from, you know, all the past stuff, you know, stuff that could have happened when you were a kid, stuff that could have happened in a past life, you know, all these weird vows and contracts, karmic stuff, you know. It's just like peeling the layers of the onion. And it sounds like this June to Lionsgate is another attempt to clear out more stuff from the root chakra, even old ancestral stuff around. It's the same themes. I mean, you guys are advanced. Many of you are advanced light workers. It's the same themes, right? Not having enough, you know, people like from the Depression era who like stockpiled everything because, you know, things were changing. And there is, I think, a financial market change coming. It's nothing new. Financial markets go up and down all the time. But I think that with this whole being a conscious creator, the guides are really wanting those of us who are, number one, way showers, number two, probably people who need to learn to deal with their finances a little better, and number three, people who, those of us who still need to clear out these things. And right now, if they're saying the only way to it, meaning this higher level of trust and acceptance, is to go through it. Another weird niggling situation showed up last week. But this time I was given like some fair warning that it was coming, but I didn't know exactly what it was. But the guides kept saying, you know, there's going to be this financial pinch. There's going to be this pinch. It keeps coming up in other card readers' readings. And this is not just me personally. These are themes for all of us. But it was like this pinch, this thing's coming. The bear kept showing up in a particular card saying it was a warning about finances. And then when we tapped into that further on Bringers of the Light Sunday, it was all about a bear market coming in, which is when stock market drops. It's very possible. Forgive me with the election thing, but I just don't follow politics really at all. But maybe I should more. You know, some of you will probably be like, oh, it's your right to vote and all that. But regardless, obviously that's some stuff I'll need to take a look at. But there's something going on in the political realms that could cause the stock markets to change. And so we're being prepared, like how to handle that, not to go into freak out mode. Maybe it is something personal and close to home. Maybe, you know, and because God is your source, the situation's going to be just right to like get that trigger on out there. Get that fear on out there so that you can deal with it. And the way to deal with it is not to be consumed by it, but to go into these higher levels of joy and acceptance. Now, if there's nothing you can do about it, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it but ride the wave and go through it. And ask your guides to help you clear that energy. We do that a lot here. What I do, just so you kind of know what I do, when those things come out, all thoughts, all fears, all emotions are like what's called, thought forms and emotional forms. They do form an actual energetic little critter, like a little dark cloud or something in your aura. They're there. They come out. The triggers happen. Whatever chakra, the trigger, the fear, the thing that needs to be healed is in. It's like some ancient seed that pops out. The emotions around it, the thoughts around it pop out, and they're like these clouds in your aura. And when there's enough of them, they're going to override all the, woohoo, bliss codes, and you're going to be like at your detriment. And so you're being asked to, when you see those, when you are feeling like, man, I can't get that past this fear, it's really bothering me, whatever, that's the time to ask your guides to come in and clear those. Or what I do, because we're conscious creators and we're very powerful, we don't always need an angel or a guide to clear our energy. Just tell all those thought forms to come out in front of you so you can see them they're like a gray cloud or whatever. Put violet fire gloves on your hands and just disintegrate those thought forms using violet fire. Disintegrate, cut the cords to them, and then release them. All right, so let's get the joy card. It's not even joy. Well, it is a joy card. It's dolphins. But I mean, they look so happy and cute. Is there anything else? Sometimes there's a lot of like, where's Waldo in these cards where I have to like figure out what else is going on here. It's just like a bright burst of like dolphin energy. And look at all those pretty colors. All right, so we're going to write down 9 dolphins. And then I'm going to get, we could be here a little bit longer. This could be a show where, I hope it doesn't go too, I think it's going to go about an hour. Let's get the Sword of Light, the Archangel Michael cards. All of us, I think the majority of you here there's a couple of you that are not Blu-rays, but you still are working on some very heavily guarded soul missions and soul purposes. There's some of you that work with the other archangels more closely than Archangel Michael or in conjunction with Archangel Michael, but I see you. I see you. Okay, so what has he got to say? Wow, this is the second time now. Oh, okay. Someone new is coming. We got this in one of the pick-a-piles I did last week. I don't remember which one now. With the Doves of Peace, card number 28. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. This is for the energies of June 6th to the 8/8. Card number 28. Someone new is coming. I'm just writing these down so I remember and I don't have to take pictures. This is Archangel Michael telling us this. So if Archangel Michael is telling us this, this is going to be a new soul mission. This is going to be a relationship that's going to be a new soul mission, soul purpose-based type relationship, a new soul contract. This is not, this is not just some quick little like, hi, bye, I'm here to help you, and then I'm gone. This is a soul purpose partnership. Dual soul missions, similar soul life streams. Not always romance, but if you are looking for a divine soul partnership in the terms of a romantic partner, they're saying this is what this is referring to. Take what resonates. Okay. And then I got one more deck. This is the Mystic Martian Oracle. Just close out this June. So what we'll do is we're going to get the high level themes now, and then we'll come back and do deep dives into each of these 3 ones later on. Okay. Okay, what do we need to know for June to the Lion's Gate? Oh, this came out. So Arcturians and Pleiadians have been coming up a lot. So we got the Arcturians card. So it seems like the Arcturians and the Pleiadians are working with our group a lot right now. So those of you listening to this, myself and all of you. Now, it doesn't mean that that's, you know, there's many soul groups, there's many way showers. You may bebop through, you know, social media or YouTube, and you may see, you know, somebody else is working with somebody else. You know, it doesn't matter. It's like, this is for us, this is for our group, and any other group you resonate with. If you go somewhere else and they tell you it's the Pleiadians or the Lemurians or the Telosians or whatever, then just trust the guidance. Well, don't just, wait a minute, don't just trust the guidance you're getting externally. Like, do your own experiments, check in with your own guides, sit down with your own elder counsel and higher self. I do want to do somewhere soon, someday, maybe the next, after these 3 videos I've got to do, I'm going to be doing some healing shows, and we're going to do like an elder counsel journey, a shamanic journey. But don't wait for that. Like, sit down, do your own type of shamanic journey or meditation with elder counsel. Is like the guides, the higher level guides that are always here to help you. And that's kind of what this looks like here too. There's this person with this coffee, and it really looks like, you know, some sort of like, yeah, because it says feeling safe, wisdom keepers and concerns. Share your concerns with your guides, share your concerns, you know, with trusted people in your life. The Arcturians and their little healing bubbles of light. Somebody's a really good listener. But definitely do some sort of elder counsel check-in with your guides to see what other information they have for you, you know. And if you get something different or slightly, I think what you'll get is an adjunct to what we've been talking about here versus so much of like, no, none of that applies to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be aligned to us and you wouldn't even be here. So, okay, but I think there's additional guidance there. All right. Anything else to say about June to the Lion's Gate? Okay, that's all. So I guess I should probably in a little bit take pictures of these cards. So let me put that there. So we'll come back in a little bit and we'll focus more on the journey to Lion's Gate. I think it's going to be a series of shows that we need to take care of, because this root chakra thing is the root chakra, crown chakra is a big one. So between now and the September equinox, working with the root and the crown, I think we're really going to see some higher level activations and upgrades come in to support us. But that's not without, you know, you have to get rid of what's holding you back there. And the obstacles are going to be these niggling things in the energy body that are continuing to cause you to get triggered by what's going on either within you or around you, and those have to be dealt with. Lion's Gate to the September equinox, the 8/8 to about September 21st. Working with the crown chakra. Let's get a Lemurian star child for that. Card number 2, emergence. And it's interesting that they say we're working with the crown chakra, but I see all sorts of colors in this. So I think once we can get to, yeah, and this is like an angel with like the heart, the hands are up to the heavens. The spiritual cord is very strong in this picture. There's a lot of butterflies up above. You could also say, you could say that the reflection in the back, this yellow or orange, is like a reflection of the sun. I call that like solar Rishi consciousness or solar Christ consciousness. So I think from now, June, to the September equinox, we're going to see a huge emergence in higher levels of consciousness, enhanced light body configuration, double helix upgrades. Some of you work very closely within the light body. The chakras expanding. Yeah, chakra expansion. So between June and September, we're continuing to work on this light body upgrade. Oh, why does it take so long, right? June, July, August, September. That's 4 months from now. All right, let's get Archangel Michael. What do you want to say? Let me write this down. Let me pick a different color pen. Let me pick this purple pen. To emergence. Archangel Michael. Do I put this someone? No. I'm like, do I put this someone? Oh, there it is. It just fell out. They're like, while you're talking, we're working. 2. Card number 12. Embrace your life purpose. I am guiding you toward your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. She's writing with a quill pen. That is a super cute cat. I think you're just working your magic, whatever that is. Like for me, it is writing and working with you guys and doing all my, whatever I do. But working with your familiar, working with your family. There's a lot of magical energy. We talked about writing versus typing. That might be important. Embrace your life purpose. And then let's get a Mystic Martian. Okay. So they're also saying with this one, there could be a lot of what they call divine reassigned, where you get a, yes, because you've upgraded so much, because you'll be upgrading your system so much between now and the equinox, you get what's called divine reassigned, where you get Archangel Raziel calls it like integrity upgrades. You get, they're talking about the halls of Amenti. I don't work with them, that area as much. Is it Amenti? Halls of Amenti. You get access to higher teachings and higher learning. Thoth coming in, the Emerald Tablets. We did just talk about solar Christ consciousness, solar Rishi consciousness. The more you enhance the light body through the spiritual work that you're doing, the more you have access to deeper spiritual teachings, higher levels of truth and understanding about what's going on in your life. And you're kind of quote unquote privy sometimes. You're kind of privy to maybe like insider information, that the general public doesn't get. Like some of the stuff we may be working on with the finances and all that. So they're going to leave it at that for now. Mystic Martian. We got 2. We got sacred geometry. We got the pentagram. Harmony, protection, and idealism. Card number 35. Let me just write this down. Embrace your life purpose. I also look for numeric themes running through the numbers of these cards. It came out with Lyran's, card number 11, strength, courage, and bravery. All right. Let me just hold on. Let me just make sure I understand what's being said here. They're saying there's like a whole new world opening up to you when? Okay, right at this time, the 8/8 to the equinox. This could be about finding a new home, finding your home. Home is where the heart is. And this is like a very big pentagram slash, I also see this as like a pentacle, a lot of earth energy. Pentagram is obviously something that's used with protection symbols, but there's also, hold on. There's also what I would call a red thread and spider webs here. So there's some fated, destined stuff happening here. If you were a Lyran in a past life, I know I was, many of you were or were involved with other planetary areas or star systems or stuff that like got destroyed and you had to be like rehomed. Karmic justice coming into play as well. Anybody who's lost their home, be it now, be it in a past life, it could have taken many lifetimes to come home to this space of feeling like everything around you is divinely guided. I think you're just coming, I think there's two messages here. Number one, within you, you're coming to this greater level. Yes, that's what they're saying. Your greater level of trust and understanding that, you know, home is where the home is in your heart. Home is doing what you love, embracing your life purpose, doing your soul work, doing what you came here to do. And when you can reconcile all of that in the internal world, in the light body, and the consciousness at the and at the soul level, that's all like very harmonious and working together, then those things do start to show up in your outer world. Some of you, it is, you know, many lifetimes that maybe this someone new is coming from. Was that the first one? Yeah, someone new is coming. That someone new is coming relationship, maybe moving to the next level in this next time frame here, this Lion's Gate to the equinox. It may have been someone that you haven't known for a very, very long time. Lyra's a long time. I think these two we could stick on these for quite some time. So we might leave this for the show that we do on that, but it looks like there's some karmic justice happening. The red thread is like the red thread of fate, especially with the spider webs, things being worked on behind the scenes. There's a lot going on here with this Lyra and this pentagram card, and you're being asked to just continue to persevere, continue to be strong, continue to do your soul work, and everything is going to be shown to you in, obviously, in divine timing, of course. Okay. Lyrans and the pentagram. I want to get, all right. Next. All right, let me just see. Anything else for 8/8 to 9/21-ish? Okay, we can move on. The equinox, so September 21st to the end of 2024. What are the key themes there? One card. Oh, it's like the card that's on the cover of the thing. Card number 1, Arise. Card number 1. There's 2 dolphins instead of 1 dolphin. This is interesting. I want to go back to this time period that's from now to the Lion's Gate. From now to the Lion's Gate, there's 1 dolphin. And now at the end of the year, there's 2 dolphins. Somehow that's kind of important. Oh, there's actually more than that. Well, there's dolphins and there's the higher selves of the dolphins. Yeah, I think for any of you with this whole spiritually advanced or guided, someone new is coming relationship thing, I think that relationship is continuing to evolve to a higher level, as obviously that would make sense, right, as time passes with these dolphins and the higher selves of dolphins, and this almost like angelic face See that, however, see that as your higher self, see that as the Lady Gaia, Goddess Sophia, the quote-unquote the universe, Lady Venus. It's just a very big divine feminine energy. And that, the equinox to the end of 2024, we said we're working with the throat to the third eye chakra. So I feel like, you know, well, you've done your good work from now until the equinox, and it's time to be rewarded. All right, so let's get Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. Card number 23, pray from the heart. That's a 5. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Oh, okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. Let's see, pray from the heart. Just looking at the number sequences here, this was card number 1. This is card number 23. That's like a 1, 2, 3 energy. Okay, let's keep going. And then let's get this Mystic Martian, and then we'll kind of pull those. What's on the bottom? Oh, Lover's card. It just showed itself like in the camera. I was like, what is that? Lovers, erotica, and sensuality. I'm going to put it back and see if it comes out again. Pray from the heart. What else? No, see something different. Oh, but it's still there on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to take it because it's there. Is the other one still there? This Men in Black too. Okay, something's going on there. That's 13 and 14. All right, hold on, that's separate. This is, wow. I'm so busy. Look at all these beings. In the equinox to the end of the year, there's the Galactic Federation, card number 22, collaborations, meetings, and community. And card number 5, the Anunnaki, controlling drama, conflicts of interest. Okay. Which is kind of, yeah. Wow, that's card number 22 and card number 5. We've already had card number 23. Galactic Federation. Anunnaki. Yeah. These are basically almost like the same energies as the other 2 cards, the Nagas and the Men in Black. It's very similar. It's about staying true to you. Work after these integrity upgrades that we talked about between the Lion's Gate and the Equinox. There's these abilities to do higher levels of light work, both in the astrals and in the 3D realms. And it's all going to be choice points that are going to be given to you. So I feel like with these, even greater choice points are going to be opening up to you. Lots and lots of choices, lots more people maybe involved in those choices, working with many more light beings. And with this Men in Black and this Nagas card, see confrontation and conflict of interest. Yeah, I think you're just going to have to stay very true to your heart. Continue to make choices that align with you. Sometimes when there's more people involved, I'll just take it as I see it, like for me, as it might be showing up like for me personally, and then you can slot that in for yourself. But like maybe our TLC for the Soul community is going to grow. And, you know, like I said earlier, we got that weird comment from somebody like, I don't have any fears. And I was like, you know, get out of here. It's not the place for you. It's not my channel. Go to somebody else's channel and harass them. But I think it'll be like that. It'll be like, you know, there's more people that want to have opinions about what you're doing. I don't know for some of you that, some of you do have, some of you I do know do have followers and do have followings. And you're going to start to see more, more growth, more alignment coming in. And it's going to be less about ego and more about, I'm just here to get this job done. So you're being said to completely follow your heart. And if you do have these naysayers, whoever they may be, somebody in your family, somebody in your community, it is just kind of like we said, you know, it's basically like you easily remove them from your reality. May it be it through prayer, may it be through, you know, I did say, I at one point did say, like, if the comments get too bizarre on my channel, I'll just close my freaking comments down. I don't have any problem with that. It's not like, you know, we need to have the comments open. And if, you know, if that's what spirits want, you know, and I'm like, for people that are really interested in working with me and with us here at TLC for the Soul, and commenting and having some sort of like chat environment, and that's what my Patreon is for. That's where kind of the rubber meets the road. That's why we have these membership things, because if you're just Joe Blow and you're just popping into my channel to like spread your ill will, I'll just close my comments down. Like I said, there's many channels with, it doesn't matter what other people are doing either. It's what feels best for me. I'm not going to sit here and moderate and monitor comments all day long. That's completely pointless and not a good use of my precious time. It's like, just had a birthday and I'm in the last, you know, third of my life or whatever. I don't have time for that. I'll just close them down. And anybody who really wants to interact with me knows how to get a hold of me. And Patreon, if you want a real community of friends, that's what Patreon is for. Because, you know, no troll or whatever is going to pay a monthly fee to come in and like harass you. And if they are, then, you know, we're easily going to shift them on out and block them out. So I think that's what's coming, is like more exposure, more people in your life. And maybe for you, it's new family members. We have this someone new is coming. We have, you know, I don't know who's coming. Maybe they have family members of their own. And, you know, maybe those people are going to have all these opinions about what you're doing. And, you know, tough nuts, people, all right? It's like, especially, I think too, what's happening here with this progression of energies is you're working really hard on these additional triggers. Maybe the triggers aren't financial. Maybe there's something else. Maybe it's about, you know, people and their opinions and judgment and what people think of you. I think that's another one. What people think of you. And through this work that you're doing between now and the equinox, you're really getting super strong in who you are, and you just really are, by the time you get to the end of the year, you're just basically not going to be up for anybody's nonsense. Not that you're going to be rude or unkind. We don't want to create any more negative karma. We have spent many, many years working off karmic debt. You're not here to create negative karma, but you're here to be strong in yourself with strong boundaries, a strong sense of who you are, no niggling fears like, oh my gosh, if I delete that comment or if I block that person, you know, who are they not going to like me, or people aren't, you know, all that stuff is going to be cleared out. And you're going to be to a point where you're very strong in who you are. And I don't care who it is, if it's like somebody's grandma or, you know, some troll on the internet, you're going to have this very strong foundation to where you know who you are, you know what you're here to do, and you're going to have this, you're going to be shown along the way these stepping stones. That's where this 1, 2, 3 came from. You're going to be shown with these, through these stepping stones, this series of lessons and guidance to where something will happen. You'll pray. This is where this pray from the heart is. So, oh yes, something will arise. It was the arise card. Something will arise. You'll pray like, or however you pray. You may just be like, God, get this out of my life. You'll pray about it, or you'll meditate on it, like, what do I do here? Or you'll just know, and then you will, and then your prayer will be answered almost like, you know, like that, like a lightning strike, and the situation will be resolved, And sometimes it'll be resolved in such a miraculous way that you'll be like, wow, that could only have happened because, you know, divine intervention came in or whatever and did that. And that will continue to help you build this deep sense of trust and faith that the universe has got your back, that you're protected because what you came here to do is important. And it's like you're learning your lessons at the same time you're doing your soul work. So there's this reciprocity there. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you give, the more you receive. Whatever your soul work is, you continue to give, you continue to serve, you continue to receive, you continue to receive. You build greater levels of trust and empowerment. That source has got your back, your guides have your back, and they're here to help you. Then you have greater levels of divine, what do you want to call it? Greater levels of the divine. That's it. You have greater levels of the divine. Oh, support. Yes, greater levels of divine support. So if you need a miracle, you just get a miracle. If you need divine intervention, you get divine intervention. Now, that doesn't mean that divine timing and all that's not at play. But it's like the things that you need are just going to more quickly come to you. So, well, that's something to look forward to. Maybe some of these delays and all that get resolved as well. Okay, so they're saying that is all. That's a lot. I'm going to take pictures of some of these cards. We will come back and do some shows to deep dive more into these during these time periods. And for right now, though, we don't have anything else to share other than, let's do this. What you're going to do is you'll pause me and you'll just think about what you want to accomplish. Take a minute to pause and then come back and think about what you want to accomplish between now and the end of the year. And then when you're ready, put this back on. And what we're going to do, okay, so I'm assuming you've taken a little bit of time to think about that, whether you've written it down, whether you've got it in your mind, whether you know, who knows where you've got it, that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to do the visualization technique we do for Motivational Mondays. We're going to see like this screen, this projector screen. So you're going to, let's take a deep breath together. We have many beings and higher light, we have many guides and higher light beings here with us right now. In addition to source energy, in addition to your guides, my guides, the power of us all. And so what we're going to do is you're going to put out your hands like in a blessing, what I call blessing position. And you're going to envision up in your mind's eye a golden screen. And you're going to see all these wishes and dreams that you have for now to the end of the year. See them coming into fruition. See them happening. See them being, you know, you easily, maybe not necessarily effortlessly, but easily, you know, manifesting these things in your life. When you need help, you call in divine support. See your angels and guides there behind the scenes helping you. And then we're going to take a deep breath from the heart into your heart space, up to your crown. Exhale and stay focused on your crown chakra. We're building and building and building and building up the spiritual energy in the crown. And then you're going to see from your crown out through your hands this golden light energy asking, say, we are one. We are one with the universal source energy. We are one with the guides. We are one with angels. We are one with our ascended masters and higher light beings. We are one with our guardian angels. We're one with each other so that we can help put the power of our own manifestations as well as the power of our guides and the power of the universe and ask for whatever blessings are within divine order and for our highest and greatest good. We just fill that movie screen with intense amounts of spiritual energy, gold energy, blessings, karmic entitlement, wealthy living, good health, good karma and good prana, joy and bliss codes, divine service, divine timing, healing energy, divine wisdom, clarity, and purpose, so be it. So be it. And so it is. May all these blessings, desires, wishes, and prayers be divinely guided and answered within God's will and greatest abilities. And so it is. All right, kids. I want to thank you so much for joining. Oh, when I say all right, kids, my dog is like, yes, I'm ready. I want to thank you so much for joining me here. And we will see you all again soon. Take care.